I played 100 minutes of Ark Survival Evolved with 3 specific goals in mind. First was hatching a Deinonychus, a dinosaur that spawns only on the map I'm playing, Velguro. Second was taming a Tyrannosaurus Rex, capable of mass destruction. Third was to defeat the Broodmother, a boss that naturally spawns in a specific area of the map called the Lair. I spawned it and started getting the basic resources, including hide, which I had to kill a dodo for, unfortunately. A nearby dillo felt that I stole its prey, so it attacked me. I ran, but it came back and we somehow killed each other. But unlike the dillo, I respawned and got my stuff back. I made clothes and set off searching for dinos to tame, but a raptor fought me and it was super high level, so I died. On my way back to my stuff, I realized just how terrible this map is. I had little experience with it, but it's horrible for navigating on foot, as you can't get anywhere. And I ran into my first Deinonychus, and it murdered me, but that wouldn't stop me from taming one later. Then that happened the second time in a row. Then it happened for a third time, and so I decided to give up my old loot and start over. And once again, I had to kill a defenseless dino for hide. This time it was a Listro. I felt really bad about killing a Listro. I tried making up for it by taming another that I named Lila, and she was going to be my best friend for the rest of time. Then a raptor attacked me, and I was scared it would kill me and Lila, so I got it to fight an Ankylo. But then a Deinonychus snuck up on me and murdered me and Lila. Now the Deinonychus might have killed me 3 times before, but that was just me, and I didn't care about that. But killing Lila crossed a line. No longer did I have any intentions of befriending a Deinonychus. Instead, I vowed to get revenge for Lila, my bestie. I ran into another Listro and killed it for reminding me of Lila. The Deinonychus that killed me and Lila came after me, but this time I outsmarted it by fighting it in the water and killed it, but that wasn't near enough revenge. I peered into a crevice and saw a pack of Deinonychus and knew I could get revenge by killing them and stealing their eggs. But I needed some way to get down, so I tamed a parasaur named Patrice, who I liked but was nothing compared to Lila. I jumped down to where the Deinonychus were, but I found no eggs, then realized I was trapped. I tried escaping, but a raptor and Deinonychus murdered me and Patrice. But this only fueled my rage, and I decided to do anything possible to try and get my stuff back. First, I tamed a horse named Earl and went on a killing spree, taking out a Listro and parasaur for the painful reminders they brought to me. I saw a Rex but left it alone. After all, it's not like it had bothered me. I continued fighting creatures and killed another Listro, a sheep, and a jerboa. After the leveling, I went back to the crevice thinking Earl would be able to take the Deinonychus, but the bleed was way too strong and we both died. But once again, this did not discourage me and only did the opposite. I spotted an Alpha Rex and came up with a plan to get it to kill the Deinonychus. Then I got killed by a raptor, and immediately when I respawned, the exact same raptor came after me. And just after escaping it, I ran into another raptor and Deinonychus. I went towards the Alpha Rex, which killed me and didn't even hurt the Deinonychus. So I came up with a new plan to lure dinos into the hole so they would fight the Deinonychus. I started by taming a Diplodocus, which can't hurt creatures, but hoped it might provide a distraction. Then, while luring a Bronto to the hole, I got killed by another stupid Deinonychus. And when I came back, the Bronto and Deinonychus were fighting, and I watched the single feathered raptor murder the massive creature and realized just how ridiculously overpowered these creatures are, but had no plans on giving up. Since the Bronto was gone, I got the next best thing, a derpy Bronto, aka a parasaur, and lured it into the hole with my Diplo. I found another Bronto and started luring it into the hole, but it got into a fight with a few raptors, but it was able to kill them because they're not stupidly overpowered. Then while luring it in, I fell in and perished. But when I came back, I saw the Bronto fall in. I tamed another dummy Diplo and found an entrance into the valley. And despite all the creatures I had lured, a Deinonychus attacked me. I ran and jumped on top of the parasaur, hoping the two would fight, and they did, but it left me caught in the crossfire and ended my life. I was getting sick of all the death and failure of my plans, so I came up with a new plan, to just jump in and die, and it worked perfectly. My anger and rage were turning to frustration, and I knew there was only one way to get revenge, and that's by doing some off-camera work. And while off-cam, I tamed an Alpha T-Rex named Terry, and got actually good gear. Then I was finally able to release all of the anger that built up over the course of an hour by going on a rampage and killing each and every dino I could find, including some wretched Deinonychus, but none of it satiated my need for revenge. So I went into the hole and killed all the creatures I lured there, and all the stupid OP Deinonychus that had caused me so much pain. And I got my stuff back, and sure, it might have been worse than what I had now, but it was mine, and I tried everything possible to get it back. Then I saw a Deinonychus egg and took it. After everything they took from me, I think they deserve me taking a little something of theirs. So I grabbed another one, then a third egg too. I found a fourth, and after killing its parents, I also stole it. And a fifth yoinked egg, even a sixth, and finally a seventh egg that I nearly died getting. I left the Deinonychus Valley and set my eyes on bigger prey, but first I had to deal with the eggs. And what did I do with the eggs exactly? Well, isn't it obvious? I ate every single one. It didn't matter what level it was, I didn't care. They all tasted great in my stomach, and revenge on the Deinonychus was complete, but my rage still wasn't satiated. So after a bit of imprinting off camera, I went to the lair and fought the Broodmother.
Do you know what I had to go through to get here? Do you know how many times I fought Deinonychuses? They're so horrible. I hate this map.
Suck it, Broodmother, I win!